I'd like to welcome you all here to the Council Chamber this evening for this reception in honour of the Strypes. Brian Hoare is my name. I work in the Corporate Services section here in the Council, and I'm going to be the MC for the event this evening. Just to go through the format for it, our Cathaoirleach, Councillor Shane P. O'Reilly, will make a speech and some presentations. I understand that the manager of the band will say a few words in reply afterwards, and then you might have seen on the way in there are some refreshments downstairs afterwards, and hope you'll be able to stay on for those as well. So without further ado, I'll hand you over to our Cathaoirleach, Councillor Shane P. O'Reilly.
Well, as long as you know, lads, this is my show now. Well, I tell you, from when I took the chains, the 11th of June, there was one thing in my mind, and that was for this evening to happen. When you have 5 kids under the age of 9, and when Blue Collar Jane comes on in the kitchen, and everything is nearly battered around it, then you understand that the Strypes reach out to both young and old. So to Evan, and to Pete and Ross and Josh and your families, and indeed I know that they are extremely proud. To all invited guests, my fellow members of Cavan County Council, members of the Council Executive, I have to say this is a fantastic evening for me. I'm delighted, as first citizen of the county, as Chairman of Cavan County Council, to welcome you here, to pay tribute to the many achievements that you have to date. It's hard to imagine this 4 years ago, watching the Late Late Toy Show when you first appeared. And that was certainly a launch pad for your collective careers. And since that, you've been on the Imelda May Show, Chelsea lately, BBC's Later with Jules Holland, and the Late Show with David Letterman. We'll get to that in a minute. And I believe that it was an intoxicated friend that came up with the one, the Strypes, the best thing since Cavan. So Pete told me on Sunday or Saturday last. I think the entire population of County Cavan watched that documentary, and in fairness, I have to say I'll have an abiding memory of Owl McGlory sitting on the wall in a pair of shorts for the rest of my days. It was probably the only bit of work he did all day. So I know, Tommy. So from your first self-produced EP, which was #1 on the iTunes Blues chart, to the debut album Snapshot, and the singles once again such as Blue Collar Jane, Hometown Girls, I have to say that as a Cavan citizen, and I think I could speak for everyone in the county, that we have watched with great pride your development into one of the most respected bands, certainly at home and abroad, from Belgium to France to Germany, and certainly to Italy, where you supported the Arctic Monkeys, to America, Australia and to Japan, and not to mention your upcoming performances in the UK and Spain, Argentina, Brazil, and the small little matter of a little place in County Meath called Slane Castle on the 30th of May. I didn't get tickets yet. Now, she deserves a day out. And it's funny, in my notes here it says, where you shared the stage with the Foo Fighters, Kaiser Chiefs and Hosier, I'd say it's them sharing the stage with you, lads. Everywhere that you have performed, and that's a real Cavanism, isn't it? Yes, everywhere you have performed, you've done so with fantastic professionalism, enthusiasm. You're a credit to your county. You're a credit to your families. You're the greatest ambassadors for our county at this present moment in time. I know that I am absolutely. I don't think words could describe how happy I am this evening. To see 4 lads from Cavan Town High, right, coming along and taking on the world. We should be so proud of you, so proud of you. And when you hear people from different countries, I was in New York there, and where are you from, Cavan? Oh, the Strypes. So look, your reputation goes before you. I want to speak for everyone here today. What I want to say is to wish you every success and to continue your success through a very, very tough industry. I tried it once in the shower, it went no further. To thank you, and here tonight for everyone present, to put their hands together and thank your families for supporting you in everything that you've done. And I'd ask you to do that because your families are fantastic. You have achieved so much in a short space of time, and a credit to you, and the evidence of your hard work is what your music has delivered for us. On behalf of the people of Cavan, thank you to the Strypes. But as David Letterman said after your performance, the Strypes, that's all you need to know. Thank you. It's all right, they've got out of current year.
Okay, thank you, Cathaoirleach. We now have a presentation for each member of the Strypes. They're in random order here, so as I call them out, just come forward, please. We'll present them to you.
The first one.
You took the first one. Okay. For Ross. Evan.
Love the shoes on.
Pete.
Pete, you might.
And finally for Josh.
Hey, you might, Josh.
I was dreading this to start with, but I'll try to follow you, man. Not a hope. Jeez, we have a support act for this too. I just want to say on behalf of the lads, the families and myself, I want to thank Chairman Shane P. O'Reilly for this fantastic reception today. I'd also like to thank Ger Finn, Brian Hora, Kathleen and Geraldine, and also the legend that is Jerry Smith for putting this on. It is a fantastic honour. As you know, wherever we go in the world, the boys always say we're the Strypes and we're from Cavan. And just in case we forget it, Josh recently got it tattooed on his arm. Just, it's brilliant. The plaques are brilliant. I was hoping for 4 leaving certs, honorary leaving certs, just in case the whole thing goes tits up. But no, it's a real honour. It's great to see. It's usually footballers and businessmen, and it's great to see honour in the arts, musicians, and I think Cavan probably punches above its weight in the arts and music these days. Anyone in Chapter 1 the other night attest to that. So it's great to see music and arts being honoured and recognised, and it just, it's a brilliant honour. I'm especially happy to see the grandparents here. And that's about all I have to say. Thanks again, and looking forward to the grub.
Well, here we are after the civic reception in the courthouse for the Strypes, and here we have a dad of each of the Strypes. We have Niall Walsh, Tommy McGlory, Peter O'Hanlon and Breen Farley. Welcome, guys. Well done. The proud dads. Well done, guys. Well done. But the one thing that's really noticeable about these guys is that each one of them, one is a very good plumber, I'm told, but each one of them, they're all brilliant musicians as well. Isn't that right, guys?
Absolutely.
Yes. So the guys didn't get it off the ground. Come on.
I think if you were to compare plumbing and our brilliance as musicians, I think Brian would win out the tops in the plumbing.
And a fantastic plumber.
No, but seriously though, guys, that is the thing about the inception of the Strypes, is that they had a musical background. Musical was a natural thing in their home. Seriously, that is where they're coming from.
Musical families, yeah. Everybody is involved in music in some way. Brian's wife, Noelle, is a fantastic singer. Cotty and Tommy had a band years ago. I played a bit, and my wife, and all the families.
Yeah. And I know Peter from St Pat's and the musicals in St Pat's. Well done, well done. So that's it, people. But the most thing that's really noticeable, and everybody is saying about the Strypes, is the fantastic family support. The way that each of the parents, all the parents and their communities are so into minding and nurturing the Strypes. Isn't that right?
In fairness, we want to get some of the money as well. So of course we're going to stick with them.
You have to remember, this is our retirement policy.
Guys, how can you be so cruel to your children?
Nothing yet.
No, seriously.
The Jacksons were bad.
The one thing about them all is
serious
the one thing about all the 4 kids is they've always been together from the word tots, and we've all been friends.
We saw that in the documentary.
Yeah, so it's more friendship, and then we're behind them all. Every one of them is like
I think the thing to do is just to support your kids no matter what they're doing. I mean, the boys happen to play music, but had they been doing sports or whatever they were doing, it's just supporting your kids or whatever they do. So we're really lucky that we had 4 talented musicians, because we were all into music. But whatever.
Yeah, but you did take a big leap in actually releasing the guys from finishing school, and I know that was a big thing to do, but hopefully it will pay off.
Please God, we hope it will.
Opportunities, to be honest, Anya, opportunities have come round once. And if you don't take the opportunity, the last thing we wanted to do for the lads was for them to say, I wish I had it, or I should have. At that age, okay, education is always going to be there. For them to have the regret of saying, I should have done that, or us as parents to say, we should have let them do it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how we would feel, and how, look, it was at the end when we finally had to sit down as families and say, okay.
I know it was long thought out, yeah.
But it was a no-brainer for all of us, and none of us ever questioned it. When Niall came to the crunch and said, look guys, we have to make a decision here. It was a no-brainer. You don't get these opportunities every day.
Okay, so remember, looking back on what Elton John said in the interview, and he said he'd like to see the Strypes get out of Cavan. Well, how do you feel about that, Niall?
I think you should ask that question to Brian.
Okay, Breen. Yeah, poor Breen. Come over here, Breen. You remember Elton John, and it's nearly Cavan is becoming called Cavan lately, and Elton John said, I think the Strypes should get out of Cavan. How do you feel about that?
I think that could be a little bit early, maybe a couple of years' time.
But still keep them home-based, keep them nurtured from this kind of thing.
It'd be nice to watch them grow up for another while,
I think the world has got smaller now with technology and all that. There isn't really a need to move to London. That was back, the 70s or 80s or whatever. But nowadays, I mean, you can make a record, where there's a guy in Dublin, puts his guitar track down, and another guy in London or America can put their, you don't even have to be in the same country to make a record together anymore. So. And
I'd say the same about school, and the big thing it was for them leaving school. I mean, you can always go back to school. Yeah. So it's not such a big deal anyway. That's great stuff, guys. Great stuff coming up. Hey, how about Slane?
Brilliant. Yeah. That's all I can say. Brilliant.
Yeah. Front row.
We'll have all the rockin' dads in the private enclosure.
The thing about Slane was, on the Irish tour we did there, the boys played a pub called Boyle's, which held about 70 people. That was about a month ago, and we joked on the night. Josh said on the night, at least we can say we've now played Slane. But we never imagined at that stage that they would. So it's fantastic.
So you should be careful what you wish. Isn't that right? But I'd like to say thanks to the 4 dads of the Strypes.
Thanks, Sonia. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done, guys.
Bye. Very much.
Okay, so here we are with the 4 guys. We've got 3 of them here, the 3 guys from Strypes, and they're just after getting their fantastic awards. They are a civil reception in honour of the Strypes for putting Cavan on the map. Well done, guys. First of all, I'd like to say I was in Chapter 1 the other night, Thursday night, and you just blew my mind, because I did not know that Ross was going to go up unplugged. Fantastic stuff, Ross, and fantastic to yourself on the saxophone. Brilliant stuff, and you are a whiz on a double bass, may I say.
I wasn't playing the double bass, I was just playing the bass.
Bass, I meant to say bass. I know. You are fantastic on the bass. You know what? You make it dance.
I do make it. Well, I think I dance around it, and then it's like the thing when you put the broom on the floor and the dance.
Great stuff, guys. Great stuff. All joking aside, Slane is coming up, and I think it was Ross that joked that wouldn't it be great to do Spain? There's a picture on Facebook. You say wouldn't it be great to do Spain?
I was there at the Kings of Leon, and I said, "Jeez, I'd love to play that stage." So
there you are. Your wish came true.
Well, I didn't. Well, wouldn't wish.
Anyway, guys, the album.
Yeah.
You've done your kind of like your miniature. Thanks, Josh has just joined us. He had got a sausage or something down there. So you've done the small town trips to test out the waters. How's it going, Evan?
It's going brilliantly. Yeah, we did a really enjoyable tour there of Ireland in March. We did this now, and then we'll be doing on the 30th a UK tour. So we'll be, enjoying ourselves.
The whole tour in one day.
Yeah. A huge amount.
Probably upwards of 30.
Yeah, in excess of
2 months.
Yeah, it'll be a very long tour. Yeah, it'll be the whole month, and then a bit.
And Whelan's Friday night. Tell me about that, Josh. When you're finishing.
Give me 1 sec, sorry. I'm being
Sorry,
very
Josh.
rude.
Put up Josh on the spot there.
Yeah, Whelan's on Friday. Yeah, we went up with the Mighty Staff lads because we played obviously on Thursday. They did the cafe sessions, which was probably one of the best. It was probably one of the best cafe sessions ever. He's just an incredible songwriter, and the band are really just shit hot, really. But yeah, we had a great night with them, and then went back down on Friday and did Whelan's with them, and it was a great night as well. And they did a tune with Katja Reardon as well, which was probably like the highlight of the night. She's class. So.
So, okay, now you're doing the UK, you've done the tour of Ireland. What do you think it's going to be like when you're going to Brazil and Argentina? Like, come on, like, guys.
Relative anonymity, I believe. A lot of the gigs, kind of testing the waters.
I mean, it's you can never say going to a new place for the first time, so we can only,
Well, obviously they want you.
Think positively about it.
We've been just from Argentina.
Are you any bit daunted or apprehensive about it in any way?
No, we aren't really. No, I mean the notion of going to, somewhere new to play is kind of, we've been through that feeling before. So I mean, you just go along hoping that people will come to the gigs and
dreams and wishes for the future, Evan. Off the top of your head.
Off the top of my head, ooh.
Lamborghini.
No, I wouldn't. I don't know.
Be on The Simpsons.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. A new shelving unit, something like that would be very nice.
Come on yourself there, Peter.
Oh God, sure, look at sure. If I had that teacup, sure, wouldn't it be great? Oh jeez, I couldn't imagine. Yeah. Had a fast car, wouldn't it be great? I don't know, just kind of live my life
to its full.
That's long term, but if a genie popped out of the thing, said Ross, come on, what would you like right now?
I'd go here, Genie. Can I live till 90?
Good lad, well done.
Live till 90. I'd like to live till 9. I'd like to live life at 90 miles an hour. I probably want to live till 92 and a half, just so I could see Ross die.
Well done.
Lovely.
Fantastic. 4 brilliant young guys from Cavan, and they have got far and they're going far. The Strypes!